All right, so we'll be tapping now together for Christine, who has expressed an interest in letting go of fatigue, altitude sickness, and discomfort in your legs and your feet. All right. So tapping on the right side or the left side of, doesn't matter which hand, doesn't matter which side of the body. And by the way, I'll be tapping and speaking rather quickly. So instead of trying to repeat everything I say, just breathe and let the words wash over you. Does that make sense? Like, even though part of me is afraid of moving forward, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though a part of me is here, already on an adventure, and a part of me is scared shitless about all of this forward movement and change, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I'm excited, anxious, and have some trepidation about all this change in my life, and part of me wants to move forward and is moving forward, but another part of me wants to put the brakes on. Just stay comfortable. My goodness, I feel crazy. All this newness and change. Just part of me is scared I won't survive all of this. And even though part of me is scared about it, I choose to love and honor and accept myself and all of my courage and all of this forward movement and my fears about it, because it's all human and it's all good. Okay, look where I'm tapping. This fatigue about altitude and all of the work I've been doing. Just getting here has been quite an ordeal. And you might say that I'm here. Certainly my body is here. But not all of me has caught up yet to the physical. Part of me is just shaken, going, what have I done? Where am I? Is it safe? Am I safe? Can I trust the universe? I feel uprooted. I feel like I've been planted in totally foreign soil, and I don't feel planted. I don't feel in the ground at all. I'm just really scared. This is too new and foreign and weird. And I honor those feelings. I make room in my heart for the parts of me that are afraid. Yes, I'm leading with my courage and my faith. And I take pride in that. But I also welcome the fear of moving forward, the fear of being out of my comfort zone, the weirdness of this new part of the planet. Just letting it be weird. Letting parts of me be uncomfortable. And letting myself catch up with my physical experience. As long as it takes, I choose to have patience for my transformation. I choose to go slowly and reverently into my transformation, letting it be God's transformation. A caterpillar's not in control of when they become a butterfly, and they don't need any marching orders about it. They don't need to understand the process. And I'm becoming a butterfly. And I'm flapping my wings. I feel myself lifting off the ground, and I don't understand it, and I don't have to. Releasing the need to understand my process. Releasing the need to be in control of my process. Releasing the need to figure any of it out. I am God's butterfly. My timing, my process is in her hands. letting it be safe, letting it feel safe. Weird is not dangerous. Weird is just different. And I'm willing to be different. I'm willing to feel different. I'm willing to feel the strangeness of a different culture, the change of a different altitude, and not make myself or anything wrong. Releasing any need to make any part of my experience wrong. Settling into the strangeness and beauty of my new experience. Gaining strength from nature, every nature sound I hear, sunrise, sunset, the Malakon, the roosters, even the dogs. I'm just allowing myself to receive grace and mana from the earth, from the creatures, from nature herself, helping me ground into this new experience with total safety in body, mind, and spirit. So take a nice deep breath. And another one, maybe like 16. All right. Anybody, including you, want to report anything? Shall we just move on? How do you
I feel great, actually.
yeah. I'm glad you feel great. Yeah. Yeah. So homework, really not a lot. I mean, part of this is altitude. Part of this will just effortlessly work itself out. But the more you can acknowledge, appreciate, and validate the part of you that's saying, this is weird, this is strange, where the hell am I? To make room for that energy, to hear it, not to not to give it power, but to give it empathy. And that'll help create space for you to feel safer with your experience. Thanks for being first.
I do have a question. So is there a
Sure.
pattern? So we did it on one side. Is it
Yeah.
good to do it on both sides?
Yeah. So the question for those listening at home is it important whether you do one side and then switch to the other side? And the answer is no, not at all. Just whatever side is most comfortable. Some people do both sides at the same time. Maybe they're workaholics and they think this is more. It doesn't matter. Whatever's most comfortable. What's that?
Sometimes I do this
Yeah,
instead of this.
sure. That's a point. That's a possible point. You've got a point. This is a point. Uh, so who else would like some? Yeah, go ahead. What would you like some support for tonight?
I've got, I broke my hip from a fall about 1 year ago, and it
Okay.
was replaced, and hip replacements are supposed to be easy and good,
Oh, really?
but mine is not. And so I used to walk 2 miles almost every day. Now I'm lucky if I can get to the lake.
And so, all right, just so you had a hip replacement surgery, and it's really severely limited your mobility. Would you say that after 2 miles, after however long you walk to the lake, that it's painful?
It's painful.
Where is it painful?
Right,
Right over here, the right hip.
right there, I can feel it. Right?
Okay. Okay. All right. So do I have permission to work with your subconscious?
Of course.
Okay. And so just stand up for a second and twist again like we did last summer. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I get it. All right. So we're going to be tapping for, I don't know, flexibility is one thing, right? That's good medicine right now, is to feel flexibility, and also to honor and validate and release resentment, resentment to authority figures like doctors who think they know what the hell's right for you. And, let's do a little forgiveness work tonight, okay?
Okay, let's do.
Is that okay? Does that resonate with you?
It
Or
resonates with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably, especially male doctors.
Male doctors.
Yes.
All right.
Even though my main doctor is a female, this surgeon is a male.
Well, male doctors, it goes back to male authority figures like dad, God, granddaddy, who cares, man? That husband thing. All right. So let's bring in the awareness that masculine male energy has not always been healthy on the planet, and that many people have had life lessons with what I would call toxic, wounded, masculine energy that doesn't know power, that only knows power over, not power to love or power to support, but only from insecurity, the power to control. So this is old masculine energy on the planet that's leaving. And as we forgive it, we help it leave. Bye-bye. All right. And where we'll go with this is flexibility.
It might also be a kind of an unwillingness to not do.
Unwillingness to not do. In other words, for pushing yourself to go, maybe the natural state of life right now is for you to rest, and you're pushing against your limitations as if, okay. So that's part of the toxic, old, wounded masculine. See, and you wouldn't have attracted it in a husband if it wasn't already going on in your consciousness. So let's clear some of that old, I've got to be in control and force things and push myself. For things to happen, I have to be the instigator, my power. That kind of thing. You ready? All right. So find it within you, that whole belief system about if I'm not in control, if I don't do it myself with my own energy, with my own strength, it's just not going to happen because God's not going to support me and the life's not going to support me. I have to be the one in charge. If I don't control things, I will not be safe. This is what the hip is saying. So tapping on the side of the hand. Even though I feel angry at male doctors, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I feel resentful of male authority figures that think they know what's best for me, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I feel resentment for all the times that I gave my power away to authority figures who thought they knew what was best for me, and I believed them. I trusted them. I was betrayed. I was unfairly treated. And I'm angry about that. And I have a right to be angry about that. And even though I have this anger, I choose to love and honor myself and all my feelings. Even though a grave injustice was committed, I choose to love and accept myself through this process. And even though I might have been pushing and forcing myself to get things done, even before this operation, and even though I'm aware that possibly this hip thing is just a gentle message from the universe to slow down and let things happen and rest, and that I might be resisting that message, I choose to love and honor and accept myself because I'm doing the best I can. And my best is enough. So I choose to get off my own case and let myself be. Okay, so start tapping. This anger at authority figures, this anger at male authority figures. Oh, doctors in their white smocks telling me what my diagnosis is and what I should do about it, and telling me everything's going to be okay if I just follow their orders. I am pretty damn pissed. I'm angry at them. I'm frustrated at myself for trusting and believing and not looking into things just for myself and my own opinions. I'm frustrated that I gave my voice and my power away. And I choose to honor that frustration because this is a life lesson for me and I want to learn the lesson. I don't want to dilute or numb out the frustration that I feel about this. I want to get the lesson. And so I humble myself before this situation. In other words, I accept that my hip is giving me feedback. It may not even be the doctor's fault. It may not be anyone's fault. My hip may be an angel coming to help me slow down and soften and release this control pattern. Maybe everything is divinely perfect. Maybe I'm not supposed to be able to walk 2 miles anymore. Maybe this is just perfect. And maybe I've been fighting this as if the resistance inside me is my power. That the more stubborn I am fighting against this, pushing myself, the better off I'll be. The more alive I'll be. The older I'll get, the wiser I'll be. My stubbornness is my intelligence, isn't it? And I'm willing to challenge that thought. I'm willing to soften my defenses and honor the wisdom of my body right now. My body's limitations are not to be fought. Releasing the war against my body's limitations. And coming to acceptance of the wisdom of honoring these limitations, of just honoring what I can and can't do. Aging gracefully. Trading in my grievances for grace and gratitude. Acceptance is my teacher, my healer, my angel, going with the flow, honoring my body as it is now, forgiving the hip replacement. It didn't go the way I wanted it to, but nobody was trying to hurt me, and nothing is wrong. There's nothing to forgive. It is what it is, and it's okay. I treat it like an angel, teaching me lessons, guiding me gracefully, helping me be at peace. And I choose peace as my number one priority. And if there's grief in there about what I can't do anymore, I choose to honor that grief and let it flow through me. Letting my anger and resentment soften into grief. And letting that grief soften into acceptance. This is what is. And the more I accept it, the more I experience peace. The more I experience peace, the more joy I feel. And so from this clean slate now, I accept peace in my body, peace in my mind, peace and acceptance in my soul. For the highest good, of all of us in body, mind, and spirit. I'm wanting to emphasize how important to the healing process it is to acknowledge and accept where you're at, and even to give it a microphone and amplify it. You know, many of us spiritual people, we like to push the anger down, go straight to forgiveness, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Straight to forgiveness I go. No need to be angry. Angry is, and actually anger is energy in motion that wants to move. It just needs to move. And premature forgiveness is very dangerous, very bad for your physical health and your emotional health. It causes people to be depressed, to try to forgive before allowing yourself the freedom to move your anger, to let it through and to let it give you the message. It has a message for you. It wants to write something across the sky in skywriting, like damn my mother-in-law, or something. And when that is expressed, you get silly, it moves the energy, you can move through it. So how are you? Who wants to do some work tonight?
Two things. I find myself feeling a little resentment sometimes. I've worked a lot on this, but it still bubbles up a little bit.
A little resentment sometimes.
About my brother is my mother's favorite.
Your brother is your mother's favorite. And she actually has the nerve to let that fly, huh? She doesn't keep it secret.
Well, no, she tries to, but even my father before he died said. So
what goes on in your head below the surface of, oh, she's my mother's favorite? What he's my mother's favorite. So what do you tell yourself underneath that? That's the top layer of the onion. What's the next negative thought? He's my mother's favorite. What that means about me is
she doesn't accept who I am.
She doesn't accept who I am. What does that mean about me as a person?
That I am very different from her. That our personalities are.
All right, different from your brother or from your mother?
Both.
Okay, so that's what I would call a juicy rationalization that keeps you from your feelings. Who cares about different? I don't care. I want to hear what your subconscious, what
my subconscious says.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's there when you're sick. I'm the one that plans your birthday party. I'm the one that goes to visit most frequently. And yet he's still your favorite. He cannot go for 2 years to see her.
All right. All right. So I hear your resentment. I hear your jealousy. What I'm not hearing yet is how you take that personally. What does it mean about you if your mother does that? What are you telling yourself? What is the most painful thought you have about yourself?
Well, she wasn't a real nurturer.
All right. You're still looking outside yourself. I'm trying to get you to look at yourself.
Yeah.
So what does it mean about you that she didn't really nurture you?
That I wasn't good enough at home.
Thank you. Thank you. And do you see how that thought, I wasn't good enough, I'm not good enough, might be coloring different areas of your life, even present time?
Possibly, yes.
Oh, good.
No, I think I really honestly think I have worked through a lot of that. It used to be worse, but yeah, no.
So you think it's been a lot worse. You've worked through a lot of it,
yeah.
but
it still bubbles to the surface.
And sometimes it bubbles to the surface in the form of anger towards your mother, jealousy towards your brother, or
I don't know that it's jealousy.
Oh.
I'm not sure it's jealousy toward him. I do feel some anger toward him sometimes. That he can do no wrong, and even if he's so irresponsible and not being willing to even help, care for her when she
All right.
is ill.
All right. All right. So tapping on the remaining resentment that you feel towards your brother and your mother for your role in the family. It's almost like you've been the black sheep. You've been the one that carries the darkness in the family shadow. Would you agree?
Well, I think that's putting it a little too heavily. to be
All
quite
right.
honest. I
Okay.
don't know that that's. I think she appreciates what she does. I know my mother loves me. No, I mean, I do mean that.
All right. Now, we're not going to be tapping on your mother or your brother. Doesn't matter what they do. It's you and what you and how they're alive in you in this moment.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll be tapping to help you release what still is alive in you about that. That's a family dynamic that every family has its neurotic pattern, but that happened so long ago. They're not your true family, and it's not your present moment family.
My dad said the family loves me.
All right. He loves me not. The point is you're looking so far outside yourself for who you are. You're in the matrix. You're caught. So I want to help put a pattern interrupt in how much you're looking outside yourself. All right. Do you get that? That's the
That
point.
makes sense.
Okay. All right. So let's all just focus on in some way in which your pain and suffering is projected out there. Could be the political scene. It could be of course, your blood family is a very popular way. It could be the economy, the Mexican government, the Canadian government, the Ukrainian situation. So in some way, when your pain and suffering looks like it's caused by something out there, that's what we'll be tapping on. Even though I feel angry at my mother and brother, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I feel angry at the deal I got in childhood, the way I was treated, the way I wasn't loved, the way I feel I deserved, I choose to love and honor myself and all my feelings. Even though when I look at my self-esteem, I see myself through the eyes of my mother, who didn't like me as much as my brother. And I feel less than. I feel inadequate. I feel like something was wrong with me. And I get angry at my mother for putting that thought in my brain. But I choose to take responsibility for the fact that as an adult, I've been the one carrying that thought into my adulthood, and that it's my responsibility to change it. So even though my mother might not think I'm the best child, I choose to raise my self-esteem and see myself as a divine, holy child of God in which she is well pleased. And in God's eyes, I'm very unique and very special. And I choose to see myself through those eyes. I am no longer my mother's child. I am God's child. And in God's eyes, I am hot stuff. I am letting go of my mother's eyes. I was very young when I started to see myself through my mother's eyes. I felt her disappointment. I felt her comparing me to my brother. And I knew I didn't measure up. And I was young. I thought there must be something wrong with me. Maybe I can compete for her love. Maybe I can improve myself and win her love. Or maybe I'm just hopelessly not deserving of love. And all of those possibilities, as much as I might have believed them in the past, at this time I know are lies. Family lies, family tradition, family dysfunction that no longer has any reality in my world. how my mother thought of me, how she still thinks of me, what my brother experienced. None of this is important. None of this is real. None of this deserves one more moment of my attention. I'm not only letting go of the resentment, I'm letting go of the story. It's just ancient history. It's like dwelling on a past life that's no longer in my life. None of this is in my life. None of this has any meaning. I am so freeing myself from this weight. The weight of thinking of myself as less than because of my mother's ego and her likes and dislikes. She was full of shit. And I've been carrying that shit with me, and it's smelly and it stinks, and I'm letting it go. Hallelujah. What my mother thinks of me is none of my business. What my brother thinks of me is none of my business. What I think of my brother is none of my business. None of this is any of my business. My business has nothing to do with my blood family. How freeing to let all that go, to just lighten up. Just letting go of these bags that I thought I had to carry into adulthood. These heavy bags that I thought it was my responsibility to remember these things and carry the bags and feel resentment. It's just a lot of weight. It serves me not. It doesn't help me to carry these bags into my adulthood. I'm getting ready for my golden years. I'm letting in the gold. I'm seeing my life through the eyes of fullness, of all the love that's inside me, all the love that's in my life. I have nothing but gratitude for my life. These ancient bags I've been carrying are dust, deleted from my nervous system. No more carrying these weights. Releasing any reason why I couldn't or shouldn't. Just let it all go. Letting go of my family history. Accepting the beauty and grace and love that's in my life right now. And letting everything else go. Lightening up on a cellular level. Forgiving, releasing. Just letting it go. Because what I really want is peace. And that's what I'm getting. That's all that's really alive and really what's left of my past, what's left of my story is I'm here now and I'm at peace. And I choose to cherish that peace and hold nothing else because nothing is more important to me than lightly holding the peace of God in my heart, my mind, my body, for the highest good of all concerned. Nice deep breath. Reminded of the Course in Miracles lesson, I will not value what is valueless. And anything from the past, whether it be competition with siblings for the illusion of a limited supply of love from one person, or cancer, or root canal, whatever it is, it's the past. There's no need to carry it one moment further. Anybody want to report on and how any of that was for you?
I do feel a bit lighter. Yeah.
I'm glad. Glad you feel lighter. Yeah. Anyone else? Who would like to be the last one on the block to get some love tonight, some gourmet support?
Woo.
Hi there. Well, what would you like to
I'd
bring
like
to the table
um,
tonight?
Do something about waking up every morning feeling awful.
Okay. So you'd like to wake up every morning feeling much better than you're feeling. So you're waking up every morning, and what are you feeling? Is it mostly physical discomfort?
It can be physical, like inner shapes, which I can't see.
You can't see your inner shakes.
I can feel it. Like it's
So you
not-
feel your body quaking like. Yeah. And if that was an emotion, what emotion might you think your body is expressing?
terrifying.
Yeah. So you're waking up in the morning with fear. Like what, not that I want your mind to get into analyzing yourself, but what do you think you're afraid of?
Well, when we were working just now,
Yeah.
it's still some glitch of memory from my father's abuse of me when I was a child.
So memory from your father's abuse of you when you were a child. And how could you've moved to Namaste or you're here for a visit? Tell me
Is it-
for how long?
3 months.
So you're here for 3 whole months. And let's say that your intention and your experience of being at Namaste for 3 whole months is stirring up things that are ready to be released.
Well, I've had this for about 20 years. So
20 years. Then forget my little positive reframe there. All right. Well, the good news is that you walk into a room and it's dark. If it's been dark for 20 years or 10 minutes, as long as you find the light switch, it doesn't matter how long it's been dark. So let's uncross your legs. And let's see. Right. All right. So several thoughts are coming to my mind that I want to share with you that we'll be tapping through. One of them is tapping on allowing your jitters to be received compassionately by the divine mother inside you. So right now there's an inner child waking up going, holy crap. And there's no one coming in to say, I'm here, it's okay, come tremble in my arms, it's just a bad dream, everything's fine, you're safe, breathe, I'll tremble with you, I'll hold you, we'll get through this, we'll have a fine day. So that's what we want to bring into your experience is a response to the jitters that is unconditionally loving and nurturing. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Well, truth, I have this deepening relationship to Mother Mary. which I
Good,
haven't
Mother
ever
Mary.
had. And as soon as I'm aware I'm awake, because
Yeah.
I'm in this jitter, and then my mind said, oh, you've just woken up. And that's the moment, at that point, I can feel that embrace of a deep mother figure. And it over not quite a short time now, it does go away.
So you're understanding that you're making progress, and yet you still started our conversation by saying, I wake up every morning feeling awful.
Yeah, it is true.
It's not good. It's not God's will for you to feel awful in the morning.
Yeah.
So we want to create for you a buenos dias. So, and you think it's related to your father abusing
It's
you?
in my head.
You think it's related to your father abusing you? Did he abuse you in the morning? Did he abuse you while you were sleeping? Yeah. 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 So let's tap on the cellular memory of abuse and how you've been feeling the need to replay it so that maybe you could understand it or forgive it in some way. The replay needs resolution. It's almost like we need to like give your psyche permission to stop playing the same movie every morning. Like, it's okay. You've played it out. You don't need to play it again, Sam. All right. So, whether you can relate to this or whether you can just feel compassion in your heart as we tap, we're all in this together. Tell me your name, dear.
Trish.
It's okay. So we're going to tap for Trish on releasing the instant replay that's been TiVoing in the morning. So even though my body feels the need to keep replaying this feeling, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I wake up feeling awful and I feel powerless to change that, I deeply love and honor myself. Even though I wake up feeling shaky and it takes a while to comfort myself and let in the divine feminine in the form of Mother Mary to soothe my troubled heart, I choose to let her in much quicker. I choose to let her in the moment I open my eyes. I choose for my first thought to be Mother Mary coming to me, speaking words of wisdom. And I choose to love and honor and accept all parts of me, especially the inner child that is frozen in this replay. This constant morning replay of abuse. This constant morning replay of fear. I had something to be terrified about. And my psyche has been replaying it, perhaps trying to understand it, perhaps trying to come to resolution about it. And perhaps with every replay, I've been getting closer to replacing the terror with the comfort of the feminine, the divine Mother Mary, soothing and healing my nerves. I am worthy and deserving of receiving that divine feminine healing. And maybe there's a part of me not sure. Maybe there's a part of me thinking that I still need to play this out. Maybe because I deserve to. For whatever reason, I'm still playing this out. I choose to let go of thinking I need this, thinking that some part of me needs to play this out. Letting go of any reason why I couldn't or shouldn't just stop the movie. Letting go of any reason why I couldn't or shouldn't wake up feeling safe, feeling well rested, feeling excited about my freedom, excited about the fact that I no longer feel jitters, excited about the fact that I have a new day in front of me. That day is completely unwritten. There's a clean slate in my heart and my nervous system. And I'm bringing nothing from the past into my new day. Waking up from a beautiful sleep with a beautiful feeling of safety, feeling instantly the arms of Mother Mary holding me, hugging me, rocking me, helping me wake up with the utmost gentle, sweet smile. Good morning, little girl. You are so safe, so loved, so cradled in the arms of love. All is well. Any and all memories of abuse are released now from every cell of my body. Waking up into total safety and total union and reunion with the divine feminine that has given me birth and that rebirths me in every moment. Every morning, a new sunrise. Every morning, a new Trish. Every morning, a new sense of safety. All is well. I am reborn in body, mind, and spirit. Nice deep breath. That was beautiful. Thank you. I could feel all of you so joined with Trish and with the process. It's like we all became one amoeba working together for a higher purpose. So I'm going to turn this off. Before I do, I just want to say to you folks on YouTube, thank you for watching this. Facebook and any other place, TikTok, I have no idea where this is going. Thank you. And if you're ever interested, there'll be information on the bottom if you ever want to have a private session with me. I work virtually, digitally, whatever you call it, all over the world, and be happy to support you. Goodbye for now. Dun, 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 dun.